you will make it through what seems like your worst nightmare. Find your rhythm and then embrace it. Just keep going. My relationship with nature just profoundly changed. Like, this too shall pass. Success can look different for you. That is a hawk. Hey guys, it's Stella. I'm hiking the Appalachian Trail this year, and in this video I want to talk to you about my top tips for success on your next thru hike or on a thru hike of the Appalachian Trail, and the things that I'm going to try to implement to have a successful thru hike for myself. I guess by success I just mean like making it as far as you want to make it, whether that's just a section hike, a day hike, or all the way from Springer Mountain to Katahdin or Katahdin to Springer Mountain. I think we can each define success differently. I am hoping to hike from Springer Mountain all the way to Katahdin, and I feel very committed to it. I feel just as committed to it as I did on the Pacific Crest Trail in 2018, and I never wanted to quit. I had very hard days and days where I was incredibly tired of walking, but I never wanted to quit. And I'm kind of going into the Appalachian Trail with that mindset, hope as well. So for me on this trail, success is going to mean hiking every day the best I can, listening to my body, taking care of myself well enough to make it all the way from Springer Mountain to Katahdin. But again, success can look different for you wherever you are. So my first tip is to fall in love with nature. I think that when I hiked the Pacific Crest Trail in 2018, my relationship with nature just profoundly changed. The connection I feel to it is just so deep and authentic and nourishing, and I love nature so much, and I feel so supported through my love for nature. And I think that it's so empowering to be kind of out there suffering and really doing something that's really hard and challenging, but then to feel just this deep love that you have for nature support you, and just so it's be there for you. It's so nice, and I think that is a major factor in success. Okay, so my next tip for success is to let go of discomfort, to let go of it building up in your mind. It's an easy example is I really dread putting on wet socks in the morning. It's just so uncomfortable and terrible. So then I experience it twice, because it's I experience the dread of doing it, and then I experience actually doing it. And I actually kind of talked about this in my other video about mindset, so check that one out if you haven't seen it. But I think it's easier to be successful and to get things done and to do what you want to do if you just let go of something being uncomfortable. It's you're being swarmed by 1,000 bugs. Just try to let it go, and that's what I'm going to try to do. It's really hard for me, especially with the bugs. But yeah, letting it go, letting go of discomfort. My third tip for success is to take breaks. It's so important for your body to be able to restore itself during little breaks throughout the day. I'm at a park, so sorry if you hear a little background noise. There are definitely people around and doing their own thing, so I'm glad that others are out here enjoying this space just like I am, but I'm hoping that you can still hear me and that this video is still decent quality. So my next tip for success is to eat enough. I think thinking about body image goals, whether you want to lose weight or gain muscle or anything like that, I think that can make the hike just add another level of complexity to the hike that isn't necessarily doesn't make it any easier. So I think that making sure that you're eating enough and that you figure out which foods make you feel the best, and then resupplying with those foods. On the Pacific Crest Trail, I was really good about just like not worrying about anything besides like what foods feel good and what foods don't. And I think that like I was really lucky in like that like things with food went well for me on that trip, even though I did end up feeling malnourished by the end. With as far as like vitamins and nutrients and like whole foods and stuff. My next tip for success is to find your rhythm and then embrace it. So whether that looks like sleeping in or getting up super early or hiking fast or hiking slow or hiking with people or without people, like everybody hikes differently and you're gonna enjoy things that other people don't enjoy. And so it's so exciting to just like get into a groove and then like feel good in that groove and just like keep going in it. And so that's like a major tip that I have for success, is just to find your groove and embrace it and go with it. My next tip is to keep going. I think just keep going. Like if it's a long journey, you know. Over 2,000 miles is a really long way to walk and hike. So if you want to be successful, it's just a big part of it is just to keep going, you know. Take the zeros that you need to take, but otherwise just like get back out there and know that like this is what you're doing and just do it, you know. The next one kind of goes along with that, is just like knowing that like this too shall pass. Like the bugs, like insane bugs, don't last forever, you know. Like you will make it through what seems like your worst nightmare if you keep going. And with, you know, and you're safe and you're doing all the safety things, you know, things to be safe. The worst will pass, the storm will pass, everything will pass, as long as you're able. Wow, that is a hawk. Wow. My next tip is to make friends. There's so many people out there, so build up a community, make a trail family if that's what you want, and just enjoy the people that you're around. My next tip for success is to dance. Like, you know, do something that makes you feel good, like when you're hiking. Like when I'm all alone and I'm hiking on the trail, like I dance so much. Like I love to dance, and so I don't really do it around other people because that feels weird, but I'm alone enough that like I can just be like walking and kind of like grooving to like whatever I'm listening to, and that's just so fun. So like, I don't know, you might not love to dance, but you might have other little things that you like love and that you can do that you find joy in that are kind of like slightly different than walking and hiking. So find those things and then do them. If you haven't tried the dancing thing, definitely a good one. And my last tip for success would just be to like fix your mind on like accomplishing what it is you set out to accomplish. I think that really helped me on the Pacific Crest Trail. Like it was just like my mind was fixed on like finishing and not giving up. So I know that like that's going to work on the Appalachian Trail as well, or at least like be really helpful, is just like to like fix it into place. Like I'm not quitting, just, you know, click it in. And so I know that things don't always go to plan, and there's tons of reasons why you might go into a thru hike feeling like your mindset is fixed and having a set mindset on finishing. And then like life comes up or things come up and things change. So I'm in no way judging that or saying that that's like, you know, bad, like it's happened to me. And, but I think, yeah, just like setting your intentions and like really remembering those every time like you're on trail and in the middle of something really challenging. those are my top tips for a successful thru hike. I hope that you found them helpful, and I hope that like I'm really able to implement these like as I move into my hike of the Appalachian Trail. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!